low price, or do you get to pay the high price? We're going to pay the high price, so that's $90.50. So I got that from cboe.com. How many contracts do I need? Well, you got to talk about how large is your portfolio. Let's say my portfolio is $1 million. My portfolio is $1 million. How many contracts do I need? It's really easy to do. You just take $1 million, divide by the S&P 500 times 700, and that tells you that you need 4.85 contracts. Can we buy 4.85 contracts? No, we can only buy 4 or we can buy 5. So how many contracts do you think we're going to buy? We can buy 5 contracts. So we put cost for puts, it's going to be 5 times 90, 50 times 100, because everything's times 100, so it's going to cost us $45,000 to put those puts in there. I'm going to put a column in here just for information purposes. I'm going to put, this is the S&P 500 return. This is actual S&P 500. If the S&P 500 is at 2063 and it falls 1.85%, where's the S&P 500 at the end of the year? It would be 1887. That makes sense? So we say, so this year in 1980, this is actually 1981, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm off 181. So 1981, if the market started at 2063.95 and it fell 8.55%, then the market would be down to 1887. Everybody, that makes sense? What about the next year? The market started at 2063.95, it was up 19%, and the market's up to 2461. In 83, if we did this strategy, the market would have started at 2063, would have ended up at 2416. You can do that all the way down. So 2008 is interesting, isn't it? I mean, 2008, yeah, 2008 is interesting. The market started at 2100, it would have ended the year at 1300. So it would be a really bad year. So how do we do these the option? You do equal, max, your strike. What is our strike? 1900 minus the S&P 500 and 0 times how many contracts do I have? 5 times 100 minus my option premium. So in this year, put options would have lost me $38,975. I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? I didn't lock something in on my G2. Most of them are going to be $45,250. Why? Because if the market's up, I'll just pay for the insurance, right? And that's all I get. So there's nothing else but that. Let's look at 2008. Look at 2008. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? In 2008, the options would have made me $254,000. Now you're almost pretty happy. Your parents are pretty happy, right? In 2000, it would have made you $101,000. Most of the time, it loses you money. Otherwise, it does. All right, what's the next thing we need to do? We need to go find the call options. So the call option strike, I want to be right at the money, so how close can I get? Let's try 2060, all right? We'll make that much strike. Call option premium. So we looked that up the same way we did before. What did I just say, 2060? 1 year from now? There it is. I mean, sorry, what is that? 2060. We can't find 2060. How close can we get? 2050 or 2075? Which do we want to use? Let's try 2075. 2075, y'all see it there? 2075 will receive either 102.80 or we'll see 114.40. Which do you think we'll receive, the high number or the low number? If we're selling them, what do you think we get? Get the low number, 102.80. That seems too high. No, I guess that's about right, 102.80. So how much do we actually receive? Receive on calls. Receive, how many contracts we're going to do? So we want to do 40%. So this is our put contracts. Call contracts, I said I want to do 40%. So you just take 5 times 0.4. We're going to do 2 contracts. All right, so what are we going to receive? You do 102.80 times 2 times 100. You're going to receive 20,560. All right. So what's my gain or loss on the calls? It's going to be minus, remember on the puts I did plus max or equal max. On the calls, since we're selling them, it's going to be minus the max of the S&P 500 minus our strike and 0 minus premium. So in that year it should be 25.60 because the market's down, right? We get to keep all of the options premium. So as we copy it down, some years we'll make, let's look at a year where we actually lose money. Well, that can't be right. I did something wrong. Yeah, this should have hurt me. So what did I do wrong here? I forgot the multiply by 2 and by 1. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So let me put that up there. I messed up again. Gotta lock in that. So I can show you my option portfolio. My option portfolio is going to be my $1 million I had invested times 1 plus the return on the S&P 500 because I'm 100% S&P plus my put gain plus my call gain. And that's my ending portfolio. I can copy that down. So these are all my ending portfolios. I did something wrong again. F1. Here's my ending portfolio. Boy, it looks really, really bad because it's always less than $1 million. So sure what I did wrong there. F1, $1 million. $1 million times 1 plus 19%, it should be 190 something. I think, yeah, what did I do wrong there? Multiply by G2, what should I multiply by? G3, all right. Wow, I was about to panic. Wow, this is like the worst strategy of all time. It assures you that you're going to lose money. That's not a good strategy, right? All right, so here's your actual portfolio. What's your portfolio, your option portfolio returns? It's pretty easy. You just take your ending value divided by beginning value minus 1. So there's your returns. And so we can compare that. What happened here? Wow, what's going on here? Did I mess something up? What did I do? Where did the bottom of my, where did my market go? How did I lose the last 3 years? Okay. 123. No, that's 2015. What did I do wrong? Anybody see what I did? That's just really, really bizarre. There they are again. Okay. I have no idea what happened.